From Marvel's God of Mischief to the most sadistic Game of Thrones character, here are some TV and movie villains people find weirdly attractive. Starting with the guy that totally tricked us into liking him, Loki Laufeyson.
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose.
The Tom Hiddleston plays the adopted Asgardian prince. Need I say more? Before we even get to his crimes, Tom charmed us into falling for the character. Then came Loki's smirks, dramatic poses, and that 19th century lingo. The audience didn't even have a chance. Everyone was caught defenseless. Folks flocked to him, eager to serve their savior. That's how the prankster became one of the most beloved MCU villains of all. There's just something about witty, sarcastic men that hits right. He always promises mischief, be it tricking Thor into believing he's dead, multiple times might I add, ruling Asgard, invading Earth, or being smashed by the Hulk. Not to mention organizing a play as a tribute to himself. Oh, we're here for it. Narcissistic of him, no doubt, but he's our narcissist. Apart from that, Loki's a total goofball. Even killing 80 people in 2 days wasn't enough to deter people's affection. Hey, he was influenced by the Mind Stone, okay? And the next baddie is ditto him, but in his teens. Oh, and replace his luscious black locks with platinum blonde. You'll have a Harry Potter character that really has fans under his spell. Yep, I'm talking about Draco Malfoy. He's snobby to no end, and the list of students he's bullied is endless.
Think my name was funny, do you? With no need to ask you yours? Red hair and a hand-me-down robe? You must be a Weasley.
Sometimes he doesn't even spare professors, so why is he so attractive? It's that swagger of his. Malfoy's looks and confidence are a total game changer, guys. It made many young fans want to slither in his sheets. What a great pickup line, right? One girl actually used it on Tom Felton. And isn't that Potterhead's deepest, darkest desire? Now, some folks often argue that you don't dare call Draco a villain. He's just misunderstood.
Exactly how do we do that?
Also, he and Harry did come to a cold understanding in the end, so let's just call him a great character. And he isn't the only one.
I don't think you're gonna last 10 minutes in this tournament. He disagrees. He thinks he won't last 5.
Surprisingly, an iconic Disney villain flipped to the good side too. I'm not sure if we should call Maleficent an antagonist anymore.
Well.
After all, she got a solo movie portraying her as a fairy godmother. I mean, has everyone forgotten how she cursed Aurora? Not to mention,
Shall indeed grow in grace and beauty, beloved by all who meet her.
injuring or possibly even killing so many soldiers. And now the evil fairy is good. A weird twist in a fairy tale, but okay. You don't see the fans complaining one bit. And that's all because of Angelina Jolie. She wears Maleficent's horns like she's doing them a favor. And don't get me started on her razor-sharp cheekbones and blood-red lips. No wonder the audience just couldn't get enough of her. Honestly, I don't blame them at all. Even though Jolie is supposed to be this scary creature, the way she acted, make us your victims already, girl.
This curse will last to the end of time. No power on earth can change it.
The same is the case with the latest Stranger Things villain. I bet you already know who I'm talking about. It's Vecna time, of course.
It is time.
If you haven't seen at least one meme about him, dude, are you living under a rock? Cause TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and every social media's obsession with him is insane. I caught a tweet saying, "Vecna is so sexy, I want him to break all my bones." And that's just a milder version. There's way too much NSFW stuff from where that came from. Some folks even commented on his Vecnacy. See, the thirst is real.
The Vec Nussi, is that the butt cheeks? Is this what they're saying? Is this the Vec Nussi? I'm popping my Vec Nussi.
What's weird is that Vecna looks horrifying. No, really, it's like someone ripped the skin of a human. Veins protrude from his body, and he looks like a zombie. None of it deters the fans. They still think he's sexy. Even the actor himself is shook about how the internet is simping for him. Still, Jamie Campbell Bower is simply grateful for it. At least, they don't hate him for terrorizing Hawkins, killing Chrissy, and causing Billy's and Eddie's death. For fans, all Vecna crimes are just water under the bridge. No big deal.
Your time is almost at an end.
If people can find him attractive, what's stopping them from falling for a serial killer? Especially if he's easy on the eyes. And this is where Joel Goldberg from You comes in. Forget monsters. Psychopaths are way more lethal. They may be plotting your murder while sweet-talking you. That's who Joe is. Awkward, charming, but a bloodthirsty murderer.
2 tablespoons of peanut oil.
Usually with these baddies, you never know what's on their minds. Not Goldberg though. He lets us in on his monologues. The only problem is, folks keep zoning out his dreamy voice and miss out on his evil intentions.
That sounds dope.
Penn Badgley's rugged looks don't hurt either. That's why Lead is just the internet's bae. Who cares if he kills one person or doesn't? His fandom still goes, "Aw." Honestly, this extreme attitude is kinda alarming too, and it's getting far too common. Seems like the audience likes villains better than heroes. Like how the Joker's got more fans than the Batman himself. More specifically, Heath Ledger's version.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the neck. See?
No offense to Jared Leto and Joaquin Phoenix, but Ledger was hands down the best Joker. He really breathed life into Batman the Dark Knight. There was just something bizarrely attractive about his downward spiral. His broken angel, insane vibes were just unparalleled.
Then why do you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you?
Maybe some people related to that, or I think they just swooned over his acting skills. Heath himself was quite a looker in real life. Guess it was the combination of it all that swept us off our feet. Nobody even blinked twice at the crazy makeup. It became all part of the Joker's sex appeal. Weird how crazy looks even managed to seduce people, but don't get me wrong, some antagonists are total chick magnets. Like, have you ever seen Black Panther's Eric Killmonger? The man's built like a tank. His battle scars only attracted more thirst tweets. Folks lost their mind, heart, and even their retainers over him. No cap. Michael B. Jordan's sultry looks made a fan clench her jaw hard, breaking her retainers. Girl, and interestingly, this antagonist's motives weren't all that evil either.
Ungubani, Indingu Njadaka, Unyanaka Njobu. Huh? I found my daddy with panther claws in his chest. You ain't the son of a king, you a son of a murderer.
Eric just wanted Wakanda to share its wealth with the massive black community suffering. Sounds totally reasonable, no? I think we'd be supporting him if he didn't kill his girl in cold blood.
Wakanda forever.
Apart from this crime, it was all positive points with him. But you know what? None of the good motives matter. Cause no amount of red flags can stop people from loving a villain, even if he's the vilest, most cruel, and downright sadistic person ever to appear on screen. And that crown goes to Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones. Not gonna lie, his atrocities still give me nightmares. His wedding night with Sansa, viciously assaulting her, is still scorched on my mind. Not to mention, ripping Theon's private jewels, abusing Miranda, hurting people, and killing his own men.
This is turning into a lovely evening.
He even killed his own father and fed his stepmother and stepfather to the hounds. What more do you want to know? There's just no limit to how twisted he is. Okay, so wait, if he's such a brutal villain, why do some people find him attractive? Probably because of his looks. Uwan Rayon's pretty boy vibes disarm most of the viewers. I fell for it too. The physical attraction is further enhanced by the rare moments Ramsay acts tame.
Congratulations, father. I look forward to meeting my new brother.
Those false kindness moments deceive everyone. You inch closer and closer to him, bewitched by the sensitivity. Then he comes down with the most repulsive act you've ever seen. I'll say he's the best example of toxic attachment. I hate his guts and still can't get enough of his brilliant acting. And there you have it, folks. Villains that people weirdly find attractive.
Thank you for saying that. It means a great deal to me.